Rip Van Winkle Story. Once upon a time, in a small Dutch village at the foot of Catskill Mountains, lived a man, Rip Van Winkle. Rip was an extremely lazy man. His favorite pastime only included going to the inn with his friends or enjoying his time alone in the woods at the foot of the mountains. Even as a child, Rip had hated working. Every time his mother found him a job, he could not keep it.
"What will you do, my little child?"
Rip's mother would worry. But somehow, Rip Van Winkle had grown and managed to get married, although his activities remained the same as the ones in his childhood. He never could keep a job, and liked to enjoy his time alone. Even though Rip Van Winkle was loved by the villagers and children alike, he still could not find a job. Rip was popular among the kids as he liked repairing the broken toys. One day, when Rip's wife began nagging him about a job, Rip ran away from his wife, taking his dog along with him. As Rip Van Winkle was walking up the Catskill Mountain, he met a man who was lugging a keg up the mountain. Now, Rip Van Winkle helped the man and joined him with his friends. Hence, he ended up spending his time playing games and merriment. After all this, he became extremely tired and fell asleep in that very spot. When Rip woke up, he found everything quite different from when he went to sleep.
"Oh dear. I think I slept out here all night. What will I tell my wife? She is going to get angry again."
Rip thought, looking around. Rip called out to his dog numerous times, but the dog did not come running to his master. So, Rip decided to go back.
The dog must be chasing a squirrel or something. He'll find his way back.
As Rip sluggishly made his way home, he saw different things. Even the village seemed different somehow, almost unrecognizable.
What is happening?
He became puzzled. When he entered the village, he did not see even a single known face. And what was more, all the villagers were looking at him with awe and surprise. Poor Rip Van Winkle did not understand anything. Worried about how everything had become so different overnight, he walked as fast as he could to his home.
My wife will probably have the answers to this strange phenomenon,
he was thinking. But when he came to his house, he saw that it had almost fallen apart. The roof was caving in, the windows were all falling apart, and the door too was falling off its hinges. There, he found a woman who looked like his wife. So, Rip went to her and said,
"Who are you?"
She told him her name, and at once Rip realized that it is his daughter. He became happy, but before he could say anything, she told him,
"My father disappeared almost 20 years ago. Ever since then, I haven't seen him or our dog. My mother died a few years ago."
But
before Rip could finish his sentence and tell her "I am your father," the girl went away. Only now, Rip Van Winkle realized the terrible mistake he made. All his life he had been lazy, because of his laziness. Now, even his daughter did not recognize him. The villagers who had loved him had also forgotten him. If only he had worked hard from the very beginning, today he would have been happy with his family.